CWTFB Radio. This is CWTFB Radio.
Yeah.
I am your host, Charlie MaSheen, alongside the Empress Shanelle Shante. My far right hand man, KASH, no motherfucking money. Was good, my boy.
Excuse the dap, lady.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to touch your hands.
We are Choose What the Future Brings Radio, black culture through music, always at Exposed TV Studios, man. If you need a studio for production, you need photography, you need videography, you need whatever, holla at the best studio. I can't wait till the recording studio actually opens up. There's going to be so many creatives coming in and out of here, man. It's going to be amazing. But holla at Matt Thomas, Kateria, Galone, the mastermind behind all of this, man. We in Exposed TV Studios every motherfucking week, man. We're going to let it off for them. This is episode 112, right? I mean, room 112, where the players dwell.
Hey.
Make you feel good like Tony feels good. All right. Yeah. All right. But shout out to all of our subscribers, everybody that got us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I almost said LinkedIn.
No,
that's not it.
That's where y'all put my job application at.
Right.
Yeah,
it's you niggas hiring. No, that was our title. Shout out to our people on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, all of the above. Our YouTube viewership. If you guys are on YouTube, I need you to click that subscribe button, turn them notifications on, click that bell, so every time we drop on Monday and Wednesdays, you know what time it is, man. We have a new sponsorship situation here.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. So I'm sorry that you can't take advantage of the sponsorship.
Oh, we talking about.
Right?
Oh, shit.
So
you see it.
Express Cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Made for my man, created by my man, Ruben Mejia. He is a
You see it.
licensed master barber. He is mobile. He will pull up on you at your crib, at your job, at your side piece crib,
The gambling spot.
the trap spot.
Pretty much anywhere.
He will pull up on you anywhere. Okay. But if you need to see this man during the day, he is also at the Temple of Groom in Cambridge on Mass Ave and also in Copley, right? So I'm talking about like you see the cut. You know what I mean? Like, my brother.
I go every 2 weeks, so I get surprised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, going every week, it's not, it's like, every 2 I keep it rough and you see it, nigga.
I like that. So that's
3
the
card
official.
Marley, I'm a winner.
Once again, that is now again the official barber of CWTFB Radio, man.
Nice.
So let's clap it up for my man over at Express Cuts. My man Ruben Mejia. We're going to drop them handles. So if you need to get in contact with that man, he'll get you clean, fresh, and all of that, right? What's up with y'all, man? How's y'all last 7 days?
Relaxing. Well, I haven't seen you guys for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I feel a way about it.
Really?
You be abandoning niggas.
I've been working. I got other jobs too, yeah.
Working, she says.
Shout out to Henny and Hot Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Henny and Hot Wings.
Actually, I had an interview with them. So
I seen that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Got pretty spicy.
It did.
Shout out to Miss Mofilla and Big Sauce.
Big sauce.
Yeah,
Big pussy
not Miss
power
Hot
in that
Sauce.
interview. I seen
Absolutely. I loved it. I loved
Vagina! Yes. I love vagina.
Yeah.
That's great.
Strong.
Other than that, I just been focusing on punch pies, building my brand, growing my business.
You got a new flavor, right?
Yes.
What's that new flavor?
That new flavor. Brownie trifle. Top it off with some nuts. or some pretzels.
Don't say it like that.
I know, that's why I looked at y'all. Just get your mind out the gutter.
With some nuts.
Yeah.
It's the emphasis on the nuts for me.
I like nuts.
Nuts. That's
Yes.
1/3.
I dropped it on Valentine's Day, so I
that's
tried to
nice.
just keep rolling some new flavors out.
I like that.
Try to keep building so I can quit my job.
Yeah. That's good.
With
Shout
that
out,
shit.
shout out Punch Pies, man.
Yes.
Chanel moving pies now.
Oh, yeah. Pie mover. Pie
I'm
flipper.
your local pie
KASH,
dealer.
my brother.
What's up, man?
You had a birthday 2 days ago, man.
Celebrated my
belated.
birthday. Thank
Yes.
you, man. Thank you, man.
How many
It was
times
good.
did I pinch you?
Don't touch me.
I should punch you. I should, like, do grown men still do?
No, we passed that.
You know what I mean? We was in our 20s still doing.
Because if you hurt something in my body, I'm sending you that medical bill. Damn right, nigga. This is times of change.
You can't be that fragile.
Nah, who knows? Either way,
I got no left, so like, you know what I mean. As long as I hit you with the right, it's fine. Right? Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, how was your birthday, man?
It was good, man. Brought in with the family, man. Kept it quiet, man. You know, it ain't the popping bottles and all this.
No.
Did you get an invite to dinner? Because I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
Right.
I thought you was just trying to be funny.
No. I really didn't get an invite. But then I go on Instagram and I see these niggas at Davios and shit. And I'm like,
wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
I thought we was gang.
Yeah.
What's crazy about it, bro?
I wanted to celebrate my man's birthday with him.
Well,
dog.
I mean, it was honestly, it was a surprise for me, kind of low key. So it was like, it was.
Oh, so you telling me I should call your wife and
blame it on the wife?
Yeah, don't talk to me about it.
I'm gonna call her.
Birthday still, right? That's what niggas do.
I'm gonna call her and breathe on the phone for 15 seconds before I say anything. I'm like,
cheers.
So I found out. Don't you ever go against the family again.
Birthdays are good, man. I love them because it's like every year you appreciate things differently. You know what I'm saying? So
milestones, man. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm really,
man.
I'm super proud of you, my guy. No bullshit. To see your growth, man.
Absolutely.
Over the years, you know, you're one of them niggas who can literally joke all day and still get shit done. So
yeah. And you hate it. You hate it. Drives you crazy.
I can't stand it because I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying?
He'd be like, "Yo, right now is not the time to be laughing. I'd be dying."
Right. Yeah, I be wanting to fight you and shit like that. Whatever.
It's the best, man. We fight. You know what I mean? But it's all love, baby.
Comic
and
relief.
it's all, I love it here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's like niggas.
It's not everywhere, is it?
No. I love it here in particular.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I'm getting like the acknowledgement, like happy birthdays from niggas who met me here.
Word.
That's dope.
And I'm just like, yo, this is dope because I'm feeling the love genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, yo.
That is dope.
Niggas is really building something ill, man.
Cash is the people's favorite, man. I say it all the time, man.
He really is.
Yeah.
He is.
Because niggas can't stand your Saxon saving ass.
Yeah,
and,
you try to win in the polls.
I didn't try to win anything.
You're getting smoked.
I didn't try. I literally was being myself, and y'all hate it.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
All right, though.
Yeah, whatever.
That's why you didn't get no birthday gift.
We love you. We just don't like you.
We're gonna fucking cup.
But what y'all want to talk about, man? For these last 7 days have been going on in the world. I want to open it up with Russia.
Yo,
go ahead.
Yo, son.
Nigga.
Yo, I just know that for one, I know Biden got a life alert. I know he got a life alert. I just know that nigga definitely with his EKG BB. You hear that? Like, yo, that nigga be so up old and like just.
I hate that.
Yo,
so
son,
much,
I'd be so scared for us.
When I think of when I verbalize the word Saxon, I think of Joe Biden.
Yeah, big time.
You know what I'm saying?
Big time.
Like, you know, that nigga is like an evil person, right? He's just not good, right? And he's the epitome of the Democratic Party, bro. I'm not going to get into the intricacies of that. But what I will do is say,
son,
Putin
is trying to make Ukraine disappear, nigga.
That nigga woke up and chose violence.
No, nigga.
The nigga got new weapons, and he said, who else can we use this on but the niggas that used to be gang, but they ain't gang no more?
That nigga threatened the world. That nigga said you will experience something you have never experienced before, nigga. I was
that
like,
was gangster shit.
I'm just still so lost. I got a brief history lesson. Shout out to one of my best friends, Taisha. She loves history, but it just sounds like a bully that was just bored and just needed somebody else to pick on.
Yes. So imagine, right? Imagine a gangster, right? That everybody fears, right? And all of a sudden he gets the illest rocket launcher gun.
Now he's walking around it's like it's Grand Theft Auto.
Now he's wishing a nigga would. He's like, yo, what up, nigga? You got a problem? And niggas is eating breakfast, minding their business. Like, what up, bitch? Right? Pulling up on niggas. That's what Putin's doing. He's literally antagonizing these niggas for no reason. That the poor president of Ukraine, I forget his name because he's a pussy, but he's just like, oh my God, what did we do?
Yeah, they're going on like social media and like putting up shit. I'm just like, man, this ain't it. Y'all niggas.
but you know,
give guns to some of these niggas on the keyboard, man. They getting wiped out.
There's been like 137. What the fuck is wrong with me? 137 deaths already in the Ukraine, and like over 100 something, injured. Right?
They locked down the international airport, gang.
I don't think
Smoking
war is funny, right? We're making light. War. We're making jokes, but that's what we do, right? We make light out of serious situations. I don't think war is funny. I don't think people losing their lives is funny. But what I am waiting for is for America to America.
Oh yeah, nah. I mean, but
Well, now we got bitch ass Biden, Sleepy Joe in the office. He's over here doing these sanctions. Who the fuck cares, bro?
Yeah, like, come on, son. What is that gonna do?
I'm gonna close down the biggest
banks,
the biggest bank in the country of Russia.
Niggas working at the bank's like, yes.
Somebody on Twitter said, not a nigga that owe me money trying to mediate.
They say PTO, right? They say PTO, right? Nah, right? This is America, right? Yes.
It was like, so you mean I ain't gotta pay that loan back?
Right.
Like, nigga, let's go. Nigga.
Right.
I just bought a brand new Maybach.
My goodness,
but
man.
You know what's crazy though? America is the biggest bullies. The United States, like we've always been bullies, and we always stick on those and shit that really will affect us in the long run, but doesn't really affect us immediately, right? So I understand why they want to interfere, right? Because this shit's uncalled for. Ukraine, their imports, their exports, the Ukraine matters, right? So I want people to understand that, right?
Gas finna go up, gang.
Right?
Better store that
right?
shit.
But never forget the words of Staff Sergeant David G. Bejavier.
What'd he say?
Somebody else is gonna raise your.
This nigga goes. We've seen war.
He's
been, and here's some context for people who don't know.
They put the ether beat on it. Did you see that one?
I did see that. He was in the Iraqi war, and he was also in one of the biggest battles, the Battle of Fallujah or something like that. I forget if that's what it's called. But either way, he's a staff sergeant now in the military. I don't know if it's the Army or military. I mean the Marines. But he goes, we've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, I can promise you one thing. Somebody else will raise your children.
Oh, shit.
21 gun salute for my man, Staff Sergeant Bejavier, man.
You better choose some good godparents, nigga.
The violence.
Nigga.
Smoking niggas, bro.
This was said 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And as soon as I seen Putin online this morning, I thought instantly about Staff Sergeant. And I said, where's this nigga at? He needs to make a Twitter. Because they took my man Big T off of Twitter. We need somebody that's coming with the big guns.
Big T.
Yeah, so free my man Big T. If he was in office, this would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Because the money would have been flowing. Everybody would have been happy. I mean, he ran the country like a business. And everybody was happy. Except for the fucking liberals. But anyway.
Russians make the best prostitutes.
But what else we got? You want to keep talking about this?
I don't.
Nah,
none of y'all do. But I had to get this off.
History.
You know, it's my pleasure to shit on Sleepy Joe. So, what else?
Yo, he gonna sleep and go ahead, man.
Eternally sleepy? Is that what you're talking about?
It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, how much longer does he have? We don't know. But either way, right? Let's talk about some rap shit. I want to talk about the mayor of New York.
Oh,
Right.
I heard about
More
this.
politics.
Eric
Nah,
Adams.
but this nigga wants to ban drill music.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Who the fuck is he, bro?
The mayor of New York City.
Yeah, but I
The
mean,
biggest
like,
city in the fucking United States.
Yeah.
Like, not geographically, but as far as like,
how much drill music has he listened to not like it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does he know?
Well, the reasoning is because the surge of shootings and homicides in New York since, drill became like the sound of New York now. Right? What's y'all take on that?
So the music is driving homicides.
Well, the music is a derivative of the homicides, right? So the homicides happen, and then niggas get on songs and talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go, nigga. That's cold case fucking evidence, nigga. So what the fuck you complaining about? I'm confused.
I mean, or like him trying to put a ban on it. Like, music is a trance. It gets people into a certain mind state. You know, you hear these rappers talking about bitches and hoes and fucking women and drugs and money, and then you see people following that influence.
Right.
So I get his take on wanting to ban it, because imagine all of this drill music and then crime rates are going up and murders. He's trying to, you know, he's probably for the greater good trying to just control our lifespan.
You can't ban creators. Look at spray painting. Spray painting was the first one they tried to.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they
super predators.
Yeah, bro, they tried to turn them into terrorists, nigga.
Right.
Them niggas was like, nigga, fuck you. I'm spray painting a moving fucking train, nigga.
The whole train is red.
Yeah, I mean, word. Now everybody's seeing it, nigga. It's moving art, nigga.
Right.
That's a
So
tough
you
one.
can't ban art. However niggas want to express it, you can't be like, nah.
Yeah, because they're still gonna make it.
Yeah,
people
what-
are gonna
nigga,
find a way
they
to make
try to-
it.
they try
and then
to-
it's like, then what are you gonna do? Like,
Nigga,
serve out time and give out years?
That's just dumb
And
as
people-
fuck. Like, come on, man.
What
They
you
try
in
to,
here
like-
for? Drill music.
Bro,
like what?
Not even actually drilling, but because I was talking about drilling.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that ain't it.
I think that he's a crispity, crackety, crunchity coon. And you know, as much as I love Big T, he's talking about he wants to be his running mate. Fuck that guy. When you are a black man and you have an art form made by other black men and you're trying to censor that because of a crime rate, niggas is gonna kill niggas regardless, bro. Like, this shit.
It's gonna make them probably want to kill them
Right.
more.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
What you mean, bro? You ban it, bro?
All
It's
you-
like prohibition.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, niggas is gonna murder everybody.
Right. There's gonna be so many SoundClouds going up.
Nigga,
be all this type
everybody's
of
getting
shit.
smoked,
You
bro.
can't ban art. Like, it's just not possible, my nigga. Like, it doesn't matter in what capacity you think you can control it. It's not possible. You can't ban art, period. And that's very un-American of the nigga, too. Like, that's freedom of speech. You know what I mean? Because it could be a fucking, you know, it could be a fictional story. You know what I mean? Not everything that you talk about in the music is going to be real. So, shame on you, Eric Adams. Fucking
Eric Adams.
Fucking Uncle Tom.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
man.
fuck out of here, Eric.
Eat a
Fuck
dick,
out of here, man. Don't you ever disrespect me looking like a broke ass Barack Obama number.
Do you make drill music?
Huh?
Do you make drill music?
I'm black. I'm here to
Okay.
protect the culture.
All right, got it.
You know
Because
what
I was
I'm
about to
saying?
say, you
I
I
tryna
like
tell
hearing
us-
niggas talk
I
about
like-
killing each other.
Yeah, I know. That's why you
Yeah.
so mad.
Yeah,
That's your
man.
type of music.
It's like, yo, come on, man. Like, that's just gang.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. How you gonna ban that?
Right. But we've been talking for a minute. I want to do the red cups and ratings before we bring in the
Yes.
guests, right? Anything y'all want to mention before we do that?
No, I'm excited for the guests too.
All right, perfect. So this week, first up on the chopping block, we got my man, Cold Fresh Breeze, Lines. I enjoyed this project. I really
Yeah.
did. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I was surprised.
Why were you surprised?
I didn't like his freestyle.
You didn't like his Red Cups and Rap freestyle?
Nah, his Red Cups and Rap wasn't my favorite. I wouldn't.
It
say I
wasn't
didn't-
my favorite either,
It wasn't
but-
my favorite. So like for this, I was like, you know what I mean.
Not the
But
deep-
now
Did you do a side before you press play?
I was like, am I? You know what I mean? Am I gonna have to give a back? You know what I mean? But nah, like Breeze came through.
I don't know if he's Cold Fresh Breeze anymore because on Apple Music it just says Breeze, right? You ain't spell my name. What you say? You ain't say my name right if you ain't spelling it wrong. I love that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I hated his freestyle. Like, I don't think it was the best one, but it was good, right? But either way, let's talk about Dope Waves. I called it Lines. That's the first song. My bad. Dope Waves. Dope Waves is the name of the project by Breeze. And I loved it, yo. It was a seven.
Yeah, me too.
7 tracks.
it was
Made
a
me feel
seven
like I
track
want to sell drugs.
on Dead Dogs.
Yeah.
I was going into work the other day listening to this shit, and I said, man, I should bang the fuck out right now.
No bullshit, bro.
Call the plug,
Made me
nigga.
feel like I
It be
was
songs like this, like, yo, where I
drug
gotta go right now? I'm going to the grocery store. That's not front.
The imagery was great.
Yeah.
The delivery was great.
Yeah.
His bar, Breeze can rap his ass off.
Breeze
Like, metaphorically, similes and all of that. Like the nigga got bars, bro. The only thing that I would say that I didn't enjoy that much,
the remakes.
Yeah, basically, right? Like Hustle or Nah and Copping Them Things, right? Those are the only two songs I was just like,
Copping Them Things was my shit, but it's like
it was
it's my shit
I
because
like the songs.
I know it's because it's like I keep thinking of G Unit's Popping Them Things,
right? And for me, it's just more like you know, we don't know that much of Breeze yet, right?
Yeah.
Like his whole repertoire is not that long, so for you to kind of like trace records, for me, that was the only reason he didn't get a 5.
I like remakes. It's like a sense of familiarity. I like
it's like a paying homage thing.
Yeah, but like I understand that. You could do it like in pieces, like
right.
Yeah, but whatever.
Not all
that,
in one
yeah,
project
that whole
like
record,
that.
that whole track was. But
it.
either way, I liked it.
But from start to finish, 7 records, dope waves. But my man Breeze, we gonna give it an overall 4 out of 5 red cups, man.
Great.
On Dead Dogs, man. Shout out my man Breeze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Fearless Music Group. I love what these guys are doing over there. I love that they're pumping out work. We had Goose De Niro and then now Breeze. Who's next, my nigga? We're going to find out. I think Nappy Jones is going to drop something soon, too, as well. But either way, the next one we got on the chopping block. Is this going to be the first R&B album? Have we done an R&B?
Like yeah.
Have we done an R&B joint?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, this is the first one.
Yeah, y'all don't even like R&B like that. So yeah.
This is the first
when you say that
R&B.
I love R&B, bro.
Because you are. But this is the first R&B red cups and ratings by my man Trevor Holmes.
Big Trev.
My daughter's favorite artist. This is Big Trev Part 2. I love Big Trev. Like I dead ass love Trevor Holmes, man. He's one of my favorite artists from Boston. I liked the project from start to finish. There were some songs that kind of lost me because I just don't really like the singy shit. But that's just a me thing, not a him thing. But what y'all think?
I think it was Trev. I don't think it was all Trev.
It's definitely Trev. I feel like I'm kind of biased because we went to school next to each other.
Yeah.
And he just plays too much. Like I can't take him seriously.
His lyrics are very Jamie Foxx-ish, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
You hear the shit and then you're like, is this nigga serious right now? Or is he joking, right?
Yeah, but he's funny.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's really good music.
Good. He's singing.
Yeah. And it was kind of Tory Lanez-ish. I ain't gonna front.
Very
you
much.
mentioned that.
Yeah. Gave me Tory Lanez vibes.
I loved it. I think my favorite record might have been what was that? The Project joints? The Jacks out the what's it called? Window of the Jacks. It was a line where he said, "My mama told me to stay out the streets, but I told her the streets was lit." And I'm like, facts, nigga.
Facts, nigga.
Anything y'all want to say about that before we give them the score?
No,
Nah,
I really
Trev,
like
just
Your
keep working.
Friends. Yeah, Your Friends was one of my favorites.
Your Friends?
Yeah.
That was good. Stay Out the Way was great too.
Yeah.
I loved it, man. It was 11 tracks, right? He went trappy on some of them. He even went drilly on some of them, and drilly. He even but then he really sang his ass off on other ones too, right? So overall, out of 5 red cups, we gave my man Big Trev 2 a 3.7 out of 5 red cups, man. Shout out my man Big Trev. You know he's one of our favorites. We love him, man. We can't wait to have him back up here, man. But let's get into our guest. This person, I've heard about her through somebody who was managing her at the time. I don't know if it's still a current manager or whatever, but as soon as I heard her voice, I was captivated by it.
Yeah.
She pulls you in with her vocals. Her songwriting is great. I think a lot of the problem with a lot of local singers is that their songwriting is not that great, but that's not the case here.
She sing from the spine, my nigga.
From the spine. I ain't never heard that.
Shake your whole body, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you can visualize her when you hear her sing. She has a great depth of range. She's from, one of the dopest cities in Mass. The
Either
great
you
city
buying
of Lawrence.
or you selling, my nigga.
Everybody and anybody, put your hands together. Give your undivided attention to my home girl, Biajavier. Let's go, baby. Que lo que de lo mío.
I knew the Spanish was
que lo
coming.
que de lo mío.
What's
How
up,
you guys
baby?
doing? I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad
This
you're
was
here.
necessary.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah.
You're like, your spirits are really up right now, and I love it. Like,
Thank
since you
you.
walked in, like you just had really good energy.
Glowing.
the
I
glow.
appreciate it. Like the energy.
I just want to hug
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
But how you doing though? Like, what's new?
Good. Just living,
Yeah.
living, making music here. So
I love it.
taking it a day at a time.
You made a big announcement the other day on Instagram.
Yes. I did.
You about to be a mom.
I
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, I'm about to be a mom. It
That's
still
exciting.
feels crazy. Like it doesn't feel real, but yes, I am.
This is your first, obviously,
My
right?
first.
That's why I'm not smoking. So I ain't no blunts here.
Yo.
This is true.
But I'm having a good time.
And honestly,
Yes.
I didn't know that Mike Torch was your guy.
Yeah.
Shout out my man DJ Mike Torch.
Yeah.
I found that out with the announcement. I was like, get the fuck? Like, I'm clicking on this shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! Like,
Yeah.
y'all wasn't just working, nigga. Y'all was working.
Stupid.
You
Yo,
heard.
I'm weak. Yeah, we keep private, but yeah.
That's good. That's good. He's a
Yeah.
good dude. I don't know him personally, but I'm happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Amazing
I'm pretty
news.
sure we all feel the same way.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been love, so it's dope. to
Babies
receive it.
are always that's the ultimate creation.
Yeah.
A child, right?
Yeah.
Like, so for a creator to create a life, I can only imagine how you feel.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for you. For real.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
women,
know
are,
you're.
women are the ultimate being. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Keep talking about
human
it.
life is
go
not
ahead.
sustainable
Go
without
ahead.
women.
I mean,
This is
that's
true.
it. I mean, yeah, no, women. I mean, y'all reign supreme.
We the
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like without y'all, like there's
You wouldn't
nothing.
be here.
Yeah,
Let
nothing.
you be here.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
It's-
But you're in the beginning stages, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hop straight into the heat. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's early on, but like, how's your sex drive
Wow.
being pregnant? Because like me, I know with my second child, like I was like a dog in heat. Like, is your sex drive up? Is it down?
It's the same. Yeah, I would say it's the same.
I just want to know.
No, yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
It is?
you know, because
She's
sometimes
like,
they
I'm
say that like it
Dominican. This shit
decreases.
been lit.
Sometimes they say it decreases, but for me, it's not. It
Still the
hasn't-
same?
Yeah, it's still the same
Yeah.
for sure. That's a good one.
Is it like? Is it better
you
or?
know it's better. We
Yeah.
all know.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. It is.
Yeah, they know.
Yo, she got straight into it. She was like, "So,
Yeah.
Pussy. Is you fucking?
Talk
No,
about
when
it.
people get pregnant, like she said, their sex drive goes up or down.
yeah,
and, you
it's
know,
true. It changes. Everybody's different. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Nah, I mean, I was.
Oh.
Nah, it was way more sexy.
Yeah, the baby juices
Yeah.
intensify it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think. Wow, every 5 minutes. That's different.
And we already know where this nut's going.
Right, right. No pull out at all.
We already know, nigga.
Baby's already in there.
The damage is done.
No messes nowhere.
man.
You
Yo,
know what
y'all
I
are
mean?
not playing.
What towels do we need?
No time. What time?
Almost.
That's all right.
Done.
I do laundry. Fuck out there.
All right. That was good. That was good. But Biajavier,
Yes.
your name is it one word altogether?
Yes. So, because Javier is my last name, Bia is short for Bianelis, because that's my full
Bianelis.
name.
Yes.
So it's
Very
Bianelis
Dominican.
Javier,
Yes.
but
Dominican.
Bia Javier. Super Dominican, Bianelis Javier, but Bia Javier together.
Okay.
Sometimes people are like, "What is the name?" I'm like, just
Yeah.
I
Bia
didn't,
Javier.
I didn't realize it was one word until I want to say like maybe a few months ago when I like happened to just look you up.
Try to
Yeah.
search her.
And then
right?
I was like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
I was like, why is it coming up as just Biajavier?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Wait,
All
why'd you
together.
say it like that?
because
Biajavier.
I just felt like it was just one long word.
Yeah,
Biajavier.
yeah.
Biajavier.
Now it feels like he has to say it like
Right,
that.
right, right.
Yeah,
Like
it's
there's
true,
no
it's true.
space.
People get confused, but I'm like, it's fine. It's fine.
Fucking punctual ass nigga, bro. Like,
No space. Sometimes people spell it like that with the space, but I'm like, whatever, just whatever works.
Yeah, I think I've done that on Twitter before. But
Yeah.
so when did you realize you could sing? I feel like I always think about that when I hear like vocalists. Like when did you? I mean, like when was that moment that you was like, oh shit, I could do this shit?
damn.
Yeah. I mean,
Damn, you think there's a moment like
It
that?
has to be, bro.
Sometimes it
You
depends.
think it
Everybody's
could
different.
happen at any moment?
It could have been her father. Like
It could
she
still
was
come
singing
from
in the
me?
shower, and he opens the door. Bianelis. Say that one more time.
Oh my god, yo, that's mad funny. But I mean, it's true. It's different for everybody. Like for me, I've been singing since I was a kid. Like according to my parents, I would always be singing. But at 10 was when I really started singing like publicly. And then as a songwriter, I discovered that obviously later on because I was always a writer. I would always journal. I would always write poetry. And then I became a songwriter like a few years back was when I took it serious. And I was like, okay, let me just let me see how this goes.
Right.
So yeah.
That's awesome. So, do you have a musical background, like your parents and stuff like that?
Yeah, so like I always grew up around music, obviously Dominican household. So it was a lot of like my mom was very Christian, so we would listen to a lot of, I grew up with like the Christian music, gospel, all of that.
Dios te la
later on.
bendiga.
Yeah. Yes. And,
know it all,
but a lot
bro.
of like, a little bit of everything.
Univision ass nigga, man.
Sábado Gigante, no.
Telemundo.
But, not for real though. But then a lot of like Dominican music, a lot of merengue, salsa, everything, boleros. My father is actually a songwriter, so
Okay.
Nice.
I feel like I got that from him.
Okay.
I
I
love
have
that.
a lot of similarities, so yeah, I would say that's the musical background. And my mom sings too, so
That's awesome.
yeah.
Have you ever like sat down with your dad and wrote a song, or has he gave you any skills?
Yeah,
Or
well, we've never
advice?
written together, but he's the same way as me with like he journals a lot, and so he's shown me a lot of the songs that he's written, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm just like you. This is crazy. So he's shown me a lot of the music that he's written, and it's really dope. So yeah, I would say
love
that from him.
I love that.
Chanel.
I was making sure, like, I have to make sure I start doing a pause.
I'll be taking these pauses.
Otherwise-
And I'm like, should I jump in?
Yeah,
Or no?
because-
Like,
Me and Cash will be-
Y'all always tell me I'm interrupting somebody. I shut the fuck up.
Right,
now.
that's why I was like,
Cash
okay.
don't got nothing anyway, right? We know Cash ain't got shit.
Is he gonna say anything? With doing my research on you, I see that you have a seems to be a great relationship with Lisa Bello.
Yes.
And I thought that was really dope.
Shout
so
out
I just
Lisa.
Shout out
wanted to-
Lisa.
Shout
Oh
out
yeah.
Lisa.
Yeah, that was our first Saxon we ever had on. No, it wasn't.
Wait.
No, it wasn't.
Wait.
Like full
You
second.
did not just
Oh, yeah,
call.
yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, no. We had Millie's before that, right?
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't.
well, I be forgetting Millie's. is
But I love Lisa though. I love Lisa,
You know
bro.
what?
I
But I didn't think y'all
She's
referred
dope.
to them
She's
as
so
that.
dope.
Yo,
love her.
Lisa's.
Yeah, I haven't had the pleasure to meet her, but she seems really beautiful, and I see that you guys seem to have a beautiful relationship. So I just wanted to know how important is it to you for women to collaborate and build in order to, remain vigilant and steadfast in this game, opposed to like tear each other down.
Yeah, I think that's super important. So like with Lisa Bello, that was my first female collab. And so we were like, yo, this is dope. Like we need to make sure that like, we work together, make this work, because a lot of times, especially within R&B, you don't really see that.
Right.
Again, a lot of my collabs have always been with like the guys. So Lisa Bello and I go way back. Like, I've known her. I met her through all the people I went to school with because I went to Berkeley. And so that's how that came about. So I've been knowing Lisa since then for like ever, and we were like, yo, we got to get on a record together because I hit her up and we have been talking about it for a minute. And then we finally were like, yo, let's do this. So I sent her that record that we just put out, Let My Love Go.
Yes.
And
Love it.
yeah, we did that.
love
And she's
it.
just mad dope. Like she shows support, a lot of love.
Nah,
Sometimes you don't really
Lisa's the
find
shit.
that too.
Yeah.
Like people will see what you're doing, but they don't show love. So I can appreciate her.
And you both have like great ranges with your voice. So is it difficult working with another vocally powerful artist, especially if it's a female, or no?
I think for us, it just flowed like organically.
It was organic
really
energy,
dope.
yeah.
Like
That's what
and the
collaboration's
thing-
about, right?
Yeah, because
But sometimes it seems like there's
Sometimes
some
it's
collabs that's as
difficult.
I was
competitive.
gonna say like some
I think the
collab-
chemistry has to be right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever been in a situation with bad chemistry? It's like, yo, I'm out singing this bitch. I'm just like, yo.
Luckily, no, yo, like for real, because it's hard. Like I feel like that's what comes with collabs too. Like you gotta.
You already know, like you got in the field. Like, I get it.
Yeah, like I make sure like whoever hits me up to collab, or if I'm reaching out to someone, like we both respect each other's artistry, and like I can hear myself doing like working with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, but with Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Did you peep
Mother's
that?
memory.
I lost my
See,
train
it's
of thought.
coming
Hold
early.
up.
Baby brain.
Dang.
Yeah, baby,
No, but like-
you getting wiped out.
I was like, hold up, what was I about to say? No, but with her, it was organic, and like we weren't even in the studio together. Like it was like,
Oh, wow.
I came up with that hook, and I was like, okay, this is the hook. Let me send that to her, and then she wrote based off of that hook, and then I wrote my first verse, and then we just like FaceTime, and we were like, yo, let's see what we came up with, and I was like, oh my god, your verse fits so perfect. Like this is perfect, and then we got in the studio.
I would
That's
love to
dope.
hear a Biajavier and Lisa Bello project.
Yes.
I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fucking good. And not only would it really be good, like talent wise and like the sonically. I think it'd just be good, like just for helping to bridge the gap with Lawrence and Boston as
Yeah,
well.
that would be great. And we've
didn't
talked
even think
about
of
that too.
that.
So I'm like, we gotta get that together.
Yeah.
for
And you
sure.
know the lyrics there would be so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the songwriting
Oh,
would be
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely would be. We've talked about it, so I think for sure we may get that together.
You went to
I think-
Berkeley, so you really
Yeah.
do this music shit. That's
Yeah.
like full
Yeah.
blown music.
Berkeley was a
Absolutely.
time. It was such a
When'd
such
you
a dope
graduate?
time. 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I met a lot of the people I've collabed with, a lot of my producers, like the musicians I perform with, is really a lot of them Berkeley alum.
How'd
Like,
you
people
meet
went to
Wizz Dakota? I was saying Wizz Dakota. Wizz Dakota. How'd you meet Wizz Dakota?
So, I don't remember. I feel like we knew each other online.
Right.
But we didn't meet in person until like years later.
Wow.
But we were always like, we connected online. And then I remember telling him like, I would see you at the club, but I was always mad intimidated to go up to you
Why?
because he just feels
It's
like
Lawrence,
he has
nigga.
a very no, like he has a very what? Yo, I'm done with him. No Lawrence slander. No, but
Is he
but
gonna
like,
slap me or what?
Nigga get snatched up.
I'm done. Nah, ain't nobody getting snatched up.
Wizz does have a big aura.
You know what I mean? Like very
Yeah.
like powerful.
Yes.
So it was like that. And so I told him, I'm like, yo, I was mad intimidated to like just talk to. He's like, what? But then like when I finally did talk to him, he was super nice, super laid back.
Right.
Freaking talented. I'm like,
Nah.
you gotta call yourself the wizard for a reason because
Right.
your production, everything
Are
is
you the
just.
wizard?
Are you the wizard? So shout out to Wizz Dakota.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we collabed finally because he's super busy. So that was one of my favorite records to do.
I love
Yeah,
that
man.
record. All About You.
Yes,
That's my
all
shit.
about
That
it.
was on automatic. What was that 2 or 3?
Three.
I can't-
Yeah, I think it was 3. Yeah.
Jesus, like honestly, be it like no bullshit. I had every intention on having you up here, right? And we spoke about it amongst ourselves as well. But when I heard that song, that was when I was like, yo, we need to make this happen.
Yeah.
Your performance on that record was like just like gut wrenching. Like the shit
Yeah.
hit me, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Her voice
What
is
is
so
happening?
fucking
I
crazy,
love
bro.
it. That's dope. That's what you want to make people feel. Like that's
Yeah.
important.
And when he was up here and he explained it to us about like you only wrote like 8 bars on that joint, right?
Yeah.
And then he kind of broke it up and like made it work. Your
Crazy.
your creative minds together.
Yeah.
We need more of that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
It was
definitely need
pretty
more of that.
pretty dope. Cause the way he chopped it up, like when he vamped the "You got me like ooh,"
Yeah.
he did that over and over, and I was like, "Yo, wait, hold up, what
Yeah.
is this? How'd you put that in there?"
That nigga's
I'm
a
like,
beast.
"You killed that." But yeah, he has sent me the record, and I was listening. When that beat dropped, I was like, "Oh, hold
Oh
on,
God.
hold on." But yeah,
God.
and then I was like, "I gotta write to this." I wrote to it like right away. So
Do you sing to your man?
do I sing to? No, actually.
What?
No.
You're shy.
But he's like I sing all the time around him, and he's just like, okay, like yo, you be singing your ass off, but it's never like sing to me. Like I don't
Because that.
I don't know.
I'm
It's
like,
just
well, there's no surprise that she's pregnant. Right?
like he'll ask me like joking around, and I'm like, no, please don't. Like no.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, like he'll
Jesus.
say it joking around, and I'm like, I don't know if you're dead ass or you're kidding. Like, but he supports me, comes to my
Yeah.
shows and shit. So yeah.
No, but your voice is. I was telling you on my way here. I don't even know how I got here because I was in just such a state of euphoria. That's the word I'll use because
Wow, I
your
love
voice
that.
is just like there's so many songs. Space, Mine, Want You to
Space,
Myself.
Dang, all the
F
throwback.
Love, like
Oh, yeah,
I was
so-
just in the car going in, and you heard me when I pulled up.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Your voice is just, it's amazing.
Dope.
It's
I
beautiful.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
dope.
Cash, I want to make sure I don't step on you.
No, go ahead.
You know he ain't got shit.
Now I want that bottle. Can you get that for me?
I-
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Well, we was talking earlier about Kanye, so I want to.
Oh yeah.
I want
that's
you
right.
to introduce that before I kind of like dive in to what
Well,
I
now
really
that
want to
you-
say because
Y'all
it
want
was
to
a,
talk
it was
about
a great,
Kanye?
yeah, it was a great conversation.
I really
Man.
wanted to hear Bia's take on this just
Listen.
because she had a lot to say when we were talking about it earlier.
We had some good conversations for real.
Yes.
It's harassment, bro.
Look, Kanye
what
West.
he's doing,
Period.
is harassment.
Kanye West is using his platform to the best of his abilities, right? And that's to steer his own agenda, right? That's what anybody who has a platform will do, right?
So that's how you putting it.
And,
Okay.
and it's effective.
People say it's always that.
My man Yeezus has never done no wrong.
Jesus.
All right?
For one, you don't know
My
the
man,
right?
yeah,
So,
my
like,
man,
but
Martin Louis the King,
Nah, but wait.
Kanye to the
Nah, bro.
Kanye to the
Bro, if
Kanye
you was,
to
bro,
the
if you was going through
Kanye to the West.
if you was going through something and you was on here talking about that, I'll put a plug on everything before you finish off.
That's
So,
not
like- so, like-
possible.
Where's his team? But it's Kanye.
So like,
Can't do shit, right?
so what
Yeah.
he's
No.
doing,
Yeah,
so what
yeah.
he's doing is harassment. Gang.
You're not
like,
going to tell the star to stop.
It's true, you can't. Especially
It's
Kanye.
his platform. He's the richest black man ever on earth. You understand what I'm saying?
Dang, over Jay? Is he?
So you,
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
thinking.
you-
Whoa.
So-
What
yeah.
if? That's
So-
news. I didn't know that.
So when you talking about his agenda, right? This nigga's just trying to be a good father. He don't want his daughter on TikTok.
all right. So
He wasn't invited to the birthday party.
Very great points.
He wasn't invited to the birthday party. You got some Saxon fucking his wife.
you just you just tabloided.
I
Nah,
can agree
what
with
is it?
TikTok.
TMZ.
I do agree with the TikTok.
Nah,
But
the-
apparently they
nah.
agreed to do separate parties. So why you pulling up if y'all agreed to that? That's what I heard. I don't know.
Yo, go fuck another nigga. You don't fuck a Saxon.
What bothers me is like,
He's gonna be mad
he's like
regardless. Like, what?
screenshotting the text messages he's sharing with his wife and puts it on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, gig, like, son, why?
And isn't he in another relationship?
Nah, that
that
bitch
don't
don't.
Nah, she
even,
broke
that
up
don't
with
even,
him.
that don't
Oh,
even matter.
wow.
You already
Okay.
got,
Okay.
you already got people
That
that
was
follow
fast.
you. You got paparazzi who make a living off of following you. So now you want to give them more, nigga. That right there, that's selling your soul. That's like demonic shit.
Bia,
Like that's a
That's
whole
yeah, man.
what's your
It's-
take?
tough.
Well, I think people like to argue and say, oh, but you know, Kim is in the spotlight. Kim does everything for the media, but it's like they're both handling it very differently. And so I think the biggest argument is that people say, well, what is Kanye doing that is so dangerous? He's okay. He might not physically be doing anything, but it's like mentally, emotionally, like as a female, I think, yo, that's a lot. Like it's kind of like,
You should have never been fucking.
Yo.
I mean, they were married, right?
Well, you shouldn't have been fucking this nigga ski. That's what's happening.
But the issue is like, if you want your family that bad, you're doing everything against that. Like you're putting yourself in a position where you're not. Kim's not gonna want anything to do with you. Who would? That's a lot.
Why would you not invite this man to his own daughter's birthday party?
Yo,
But they
bro.
agree. Apparently, they agreed to do separate ones, and then
He changed his mind.
pulled up, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna pull
you
up."
you
entitled.
can't do that.
He's entitled.
If they agreed to that,
No.
if they agreed to that, then
I know you like the sneakers, bro, and I know you love his music.
See, Cash.
he's
and
a
I-
genius,
I like
regardless.
the documentary too. The documentary.
The doc is
hard.
really
Yeah, the
good.
trilogy.
Yeah, it
is
really is.
great, and I'm not even a Kanye.
can't argue
fan.
that.
I realized that
Yes.
his mom was his
Yes.
balance.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
that was literally the balance of his seesaw. Once his mom passed away, that
Everything-
nigga,
Yeah.
He lost it, yo.
that was it. So
Yeah,
it's like
I
he's
agree.
looking for it at this point. So we're watching him search the world for it.
No,
And
it's
I know
true.
you love it. I know you love it. Blood on the Leaves.
He's right.
808s and Heartbreak. I hate that album, but I know you love it. It's one of your.
808 and
I don't like 808s.
Oh,
This nigga's
wow.
simple.
Yeah, I don't like 808s.
It's simple.
I actually really like that one. That was the first one I ever listened to. But
I agree though about his mom. I feel like that
Yeah.
had like you saw the shift really.
Yeah.
He was always outspoken. He was always like, I think he's a genius
He's always full
musically.
of himself.
Always full of himself.
Yes.
But she kept him, you know what I mean?
grounded,
bro.
and centered. Yeah.
And that's what you would assume your wife would be, the person to ground you.
But yo,
But this
hold up.
sexual deviant,
Hold up, but
Don't
you
do that.
She
Don't
don't
do
But
that.
yo,
She is.
okay, because I'm okay.
she's a sexual deviant.
She
I
is.
might,
She's a sexual deviant.
okay, but like she also like imagine as a woman or as a partner having to deal with someone because we gotta be real. Like his stuff has always been in the spotlight when he has like his mental breakdowns or whatever. So imagine you as a partner dealing with that constantly, and you're like, yo, how do I navigate this? Like I'm trying to hold him down. I'm trying to figure this shit out with you, but yo, you're putting all our shit on blast, and there's a
have-
lot going on.
You have
Kim
three
You know what I
children.
mean?
Four kids.
Four children.
They have
with
four.
This. You have
That's
four
a lot.
children with this man.
That's
and
a
when
lot.
when you,
But then it wasn't, you know?
when you said your vows was through better or worse. It's not like he was out here doing her dirty.
Yeah.
Like he was deceitful. He was
Yeah.
taking shit from her, cheating on her, hurting her. Like it was never that situation. So therefore, anything that he does to this woman now, as long as it's not physically imposing on her life, nigga, go ahead, bro. This bitch broke her vows.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, not everything is gonna.
You're wild.
Not everything is meant to
You're
last
wildin'.
forever, yo. Like
Yo,
some
son.
people
So what are you
outgrow
talking
each
about?
Don't
other.
say I do.
So you.
If that's the case.
Nah, but some people, but you're gonna stay with somebody that's toxic for you. That don't make no sense.
Bro.
Because if I'm married to someone and you're
Figure it
you're
out.
driving me crazy.
Bro, we be
Figure
looking
it
for
out.
the coordinates.
Honey, we're gonna
we be
get
looking for the
divorced.
coordinates of unknown profiles going on smear campaigns. You gonna tell me you gonna go toe to toe with somebody on the internet that's your wife? You about to go on the internet and
As a
blast
man,
your
would you
wife?
do that? As a
What
man,
could
would you do
talking
that?
about? How can you talk about protecting your family when you involving the fucking world, nigga? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
That's his platform. Because
Damn.
she was painting
Jeez.
him. She was painting him as something that he was not.
son
Well, so
He's
the
defending himself.
story.
defending himself.
Defending
Listen.
black men. It's
If
black
he should
history.
log out of all social
No.
media, bro.
Charlie,
Yo,
just
if he logs out of all
hang it
social
up.
media, he'll be more defending himself
Hang
if he
it
logs
up.
out of all social media. Just log out.
yeah.
Yeah, I just think as a man, like, would you put yourself in that
No,
predicament?
He wouldn't. He just loves them sneakers.
You know what I mean? So it's like if
He
you wouldn't
loves
do
those
that,
sneakers,
you're not gonna be
bro.
on the internet trolling. So it's like you gotta ask yourself that.
It's the sneakers we're talking about, Cash.
The music or whatever.
Sneakers.
You love something. That's the reason why y'all niggas call him a genius.
I mean, two things can be true. You know what I mean? Like he's dope, he's great at what he does, but he's handling this shit poorly. Like
Kim
it is what it is.
Kardashian's a whore.
No,
Stop it. No.
No, come
So,
on, guys. Come
listen,
on, guys. All right, I'm not gonna
Chill.
disagree with him on that.
I love Kim.
Bro, no matter what she does, no matter how
But-
many niggas she lets out of prison, her kids will always be able to Google how she
my
got on. And
Okay,
niggas
but
God.
you see, but we don't want to talk about that either because what she's doing for like
Lord.
prison reform, she's been
her
going
kids
in.
are gonna Google her.
No, that I know.
They're gonna find her. They're gonna find Ray J
But I mean-
and her.
Clearly doesn't care for black men.
Come
Because the
on.
most important black man in her life, her husband, she doesn't give a fuck about right now.
I think
so.
she did, but yo, like after a certain time, it's like how much more can you take?
Fuck Kardashians.
That's like saying if you're being okay, but that's like saying if you're in a relationship and you're being like, let's say, mentally abused or physically abused, I'm supposed to stay with you because I'm married to you. No,
Figure it out.
No,
That's just
but if
such
he
a
doesn't
Haitian way of
change,
thinking.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Till
I'll
death
be
do
quick to be
us
like,
part.
no.
So
Death do us part.
I ain't even gonna
Did
say.
either
Hell
of them
no.
die? Nope. They're both still very alive. So
Well, yeah, nah.
Whatever.
I mean,
But if shit is
you
getting
know.
out of control, like mentally, like
Right.
emotionally, I'm sorry.
figure it out.
Sign the papers.
Listen.
Just kidding. Just
Now she
sing
gonna
like
sing
that,
about-
no. That was
gonna
me
sing
messing
about the
around, but for real.
divorce.
But the backstory that I read was, they have 4 kids, and Kanye makes a lot of money moves, and he might just up and say he wants to move here, move there, has
Yeah.
multiple businesses, like
Yeah.
doing a lot, and she clearly has her own, and she can't just always pick up and follow her husband because she has her own life and they have 4 kids, and it's very reasonable, which her reason for signing the divorce papers to me. I think it's very reasonable because that's a lot.
It
She,
is.
she said he needs to have a wife that just supports his every move. Not saying that she doesn't support him at all, but I get that
He's
part.
looking for his mama.
Right, exactly. I get that part of what she's saying.
That part is true, yo.
And that just brought me into like a personal topic where my mom was married to my dad, but my mom raised me and my brother. She was a single parent, even though my parents were married. And I just wanted to know what you think about single parenthood in relationships, because it's a thing. It's like the social norm now where partners and couples and husband and wives are married, but the man is doing the bare minimum and the mom is like she's like the manager of the household. She just manages and does everything. And yes, dad may help out, but it's a social norm for the weight to really bear on the mom.
Yeah.
What about financially?
Finances aren't everything.
Okay. I think everybody, whatever. No, I want to hear your opinion first.
But I think that goes back to what you're saying, like societal norms and also like gender roles. You know, this whole gender role, like as a woman, what are you supposed to do? As a man, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? So I think it comes down to that. But I think with parenting, like when you're a parent, I think it has to, everything, I feel like everything should be equal, you know, especially with like parenting. Like I can't do everything myself. That's not happening. Like you need to meet me halfway. But yeah, a lot of times you do see that. Like as women, we're the ones that are supposed to carry that weight, and we're supposed to just. I feel like we always have to go above and beyond, and in certain areas, right? But then even financially, I think yes, it's important for a man to provide, but I was always brought up like, yo, you need to have your whole shit together, because the day that a man decides to leave you or whatever, you need to just stand on your own 2 feet. And that's just what I believe. Like I don't depend. I've never been the one to be like, I'm gonna depend on a man. Like do cute shit for me, please, but
she said cute.
I can keep everything together myself. Like I can provide for myself, you know.
You know, my OG. I want to say OG. My older man, he's Dominican. I had told him one time, I was like, I don't want my wife to work. I want her to quit her job. And he was like, nigga, what would happen if something happens to you?
Yeah.
He was like, you want her out here sucking dick for money?
I'm done.
Damn.
And I was like, that's a very hot take, right? That's a very extreme take.
Because I don't.
But
that's not extreme. Like,
I do believe in feminine independence.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I was raised by a matriarch. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom was the boss in our family. You know what I'm saying? You know, even my aunt. Like there's very strong women in my family.
Yeah.
So I do believe that women should be a very strong presence in their children's lives, right? But I do kind of believe in gender roles. I do believe that there's certain things that the men are just assumed to take care of, right? And I also believe that there's some things that the women are assumed that they could take care of as well. But I also don't believe that it's an ironclad thing.
Exactly.
Where it's like, well, then only the woman will do it and things of that nature. But like, you know, when you talk about like the
loan closings,
right?
Meet me halfway. I get that to an extent for sure.
When you talk about a mom, like you're about to become a mom, right? Like moms are everything to their kids.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck how ill of a pops I am, how fun Poppy is and all of that. My nigga, if my wife didn't exist, bro, like Penny wouldn't be the happy ass kid that she is. My son wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like it's moms bring a certain element that dads can't provide, right? So, and that's why I truly believe in gender roles. Like, you know, people always talk about, oh, well, you know, if you're talking about it like financially and shit like that, all right, whatever, cool. But when we're talking about actual relationships with your children,
like I can't produce milk from my.
But not only that, not
tits, nigga.
That's a very transactional thing with your child, right?
Yeah,
because that's their life. That's their survival.
But
right?
that's real human science.
But it's not. But it's not the milk. It's the bond, really, right?
Yeah.
Because
but if there was no milk, there wouldn't be nothing. I mean, there'd be no bond. right?
But
Like
that's what I
the
mean.
babies.
But yes, but like the bond only comes from the milk, right?
But the milk is generated because the bond is necessary. I'm just
Unless you have
focusing
same-sex
on the
couples.
milk, nigga.
But they have things now where a dad can like latch
let's not
like
do
a
that.
Whoa,
breast.
what the
Let's
fuck?
not do
I
that.
know. Like, they do.
No,
they
no,
have.
you see, like,
They have a
no,
thing.
but
You
it's
seen it,
true,
right?
You let your kids just choose their gender
I would
too,
never.
huh? Just
No,
pick
shut up.
what you want, my nigga.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
But it's like, okay, but
We're
for
gonna roll the dice
example,
on this one.
no, but then I think obviously I'm assuming what she's saying is like if you have a same-sex couple that has kids, then you feel me, that's gonna change.
We
Right.
can't relate. We're not talking about
Yeah,
that.
we
That's just
understand.
That, but I mean,
he said no.
And
I
even
think
the
I can
opposite
just-
sex too. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Dads will have like a whatever that thing
That's what
is.
she was saying.
Breastfeed because it is like he said. I was agreeing with
Strong
just the
J.
milk.
You know,
know.
with that?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know any
with that
personally,
first
but
name
I've
you
seen
could
it.
Provide me with.
The internet is the
That's
internet
right.
is
That's the first
what
name you
it
can
is.
provide me with. I'm done. Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
He said first name you could provide
Yeah,
me with.
no, not anyone I know personally.
So when it comes to parenting, with you being a creative and you being a mom to be, what do you feel like that's gonna look like for you?
Yeah. I think it's definitely gonna change a little bit. I mean, I don't like this idea of like people assuming that, oh my God, your life is over when you have a kid. Like,
No,
no, I don't
definitely
believe that.
Definitely
Like, but I feel like this is going to push my creativity to newer levels. Because I feel like this is obviously I'm gonna grow up in a lot of different ways. And so I'm excited to see like what else I write about, what I can talk about. And yeah, I think it's gonna inspire my creativity and like give me something new to talk about in my music, I feel too. So yeah, I'm excited.
You shared a very personal experience last year with the loss of your grandmother. And from what I've seen, the relationship just looked very beautiful and the connection I know what that feels like. How do you think that will affect your music, like your writing, how you make music with her no longer being here?
Yeah, I think so. When my grandma passed, I feel like it's also something that has inspired me to continue to create and tell different stories. Because even with Motions, when I put that EP out, that first song, Abismo, initially was never gonna have like I incorporated my grandma's voice after the fact because she had passed while I was creating that that project. And so I was listening to Abismo, it was the intro, and I was like, yo, I wanna add my grandma to this because I feel like that's a way for me to honor her.
I love that.
And crazy enough, my sister was like, this was the week before my grandma got COVID because she passed away from COVID.
Wow.
So my sister, she films a lot. And so she had been filming one of her last conversations, which, I mean, we didn't know at the time that was going to be one of her last conversations with my sister. And they were just talking about life, like, womanhood, all of these things. And I was listening to, just listening to that recording or like watching that video. And I'm like, oh my God, this little clip. This is a clip. I need to use this clip. Like, she's just saying some real shit here. Like, this is grandma, and I want to bring that to life. And when she was saying, like, as a woman, it's important that you know who you are. Like, you're a person. Remember that. And you're self-sufficient. She says something along those lines. And so essentially I was like, yo, I'm gonna take this clip. This is what I want Abismo to be, and like to really conclude it with that. So I feel like that's just a way I'm able to honor her and able to just continue to
That's dope.
keep her alive in that sense. Yeah.
Shout out to my mom.
Yes.
My abuela, I love her so much. Yeah.
My dogs.
Yeah.
Now that you're gonna be a mom, like what's something that your grandmother instilled in you that you'll honor, that you'll carry, that you'll pour into your child?
How to make a good mango.
Man, she was just but something she was really so my grandma, going back to like what I was saying about being self-sufficient, like even if I have a daughter or a son, it's just about like, yo, you are self-sufficient. Like you don't need anybody. It's important to surround yourself with people that love you, but
just you attached to that umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Ain't two people attached to that shit.
Nah, but like, you know what I mean? Like that's something I'm gonna instill in my kid for sure. And because I think my grandmother was also the matriarch. Like she lost her husband. She raised 6 kids by herself. You feel me? So she was always a hustler. So I feel like that's something I definitely want to instill in my kid. Like, yeah,
The Lawrence vibe.
Either you buying or you selling.
well, she's obviously in
up.
Dominican Republic when she raised the
Yeah.
kids, but yeah, you know, just that. Just being self-sufficient, like you got this. You don't need to. You don't need to cling on to people. Like no.
I love
like
that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about motions real quick.
Yes.
Right? I want to talk about motions because it's
Wow. Yes, girl. I'm like,
was-
wait, that's you?
That my little photo shoot.
Yes. I love that.
5-track EP.
Yeah.
This is not your first EP, right? This is
No,
your second,
this was
third.
yeah. Because what I do is like either singles, but I do mini EPs.
Right.
So like the first project I dropped was 2 records.
Okay.
My mini EP, but yeah, that's my second.
You know, why did you call it Motions for one?
Yeah, motions because I was going through the motions. It was just a
All right,
lot
that's
of.
pretty simple.
I'm like motions and emotional. It was just a lot going on. I was like, I gotta tell a story right quick.
My favorite record on Motions is definitely Loving Me.
That's my shit.
Right.
Love not looking
That's my
back.
shit.
You like not
Looking back
you.
is
Those are
good.
top.
She
definitely top
is
two.
singing on Loving Me.
Loving
Yeah,
Me
she
great.
is. She is.
Loving
Thank
Me
you.
is great. I like I said, I love your voice. So like
Thank you.
I could literally listen to your music all the time.
Dope.
What made you add Rosewood Babe to the remix?
Ooh.
Because
Yeah.
y'all are two totally different type
different.
of singers.
He gives me
Yeah.
like the Weekend vibe, which like,
Yeah,
I
like
love. It's
P&B
very
rock,
like
you know what I mean?
mainstream.
Like, yeah.
So that came about. This was funny because I think we started. We have a mutual friend, and so our mutual friend connected us because he had been looking for like a female to work with, and of course, I knew who he was because I was like, "Yo, he's dope, right? Let me see if I could get him to collab on something."
Right.
So he was like, "Yo, send me any records," because I was like, I had in mind a remix for Not Looking Back. So I sent him Not Looking Back, and he was like, "I'm gonna listen to the whole EP." So he listened to it, and he was like, "Yo, Loving Me though, like
Yeah.
that's the record I want." So I was like, "Okay, let's do it," and then that's how that came about. And he just came into the studio with me, and we made it happen.
Also,
you know.
y'all
Also,
both
he
in
showed
person.
up.
Yeah, he pulled up. He showed up. Dang, yeah, of course. What do you mean he pulled up? Nah, because you know he be busy. He's busy as hell. Oh my god.
Shout
He
out
said,
to
"Oh,
Rosewood.
I don't know
That's
Rosewood Babe. That was a little shot. Sorry.
nah," but he was dope. It was a dope. Again, like the energy, right? Like I've been fortunate enough to be able to work with different artists that we just have good chemistry.
Yeah.
Because you can feel when something's off, you're like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to work with you." But luckily, that has not been the case. So yeah.
Anyone you want to work with that you haven't?
I'm trying to think. My brain be fried for real.
Like, would you think about working with Amandi Music, or have you worked with Amandi?
Mandi's amazing.
'Cause I can
know
hear
Mandi.
you
I remember
guys,
seeing
like-
Amandi. Yeah, he's fire. I would love to work with Amandi. I think he's dope. Who else? There's so
would love
many.
I know. I'm just like, when I was listening, I'm like, damn, her and
Yeah.
Amandi on a song.
You and Miranda Ray.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's a really dope vocalist too.
Nigga, what?
She's fire. Her music is
That
dope.
would be crazy.
Yeah, and Oompa too. I think she's so
yes.
talented.
Absolutely.
Big Oomp, nigga.
Yeah. Oompa's dope.
We the only ones that can call her Big Oomp, nigga. That's it. On dogs.
There's a lot. There's so many. I did something like brief with Notebook P. He's a really dope. like
nice.
shout out
he's
to
really
P.
dope because we
Super
did.
L.
Yeah, we collabed on something. It was the Madre Mia song. It was like a Mother's Day record that we did, and he did like he was doing the backgrounds with me, and his vocal. I'm like, yo, we need to do something else because
Yeah.
his vocals were really dope too. So yeah, there's a lot of different people I would love to work with, for sure.
What do you feel like describes Biajavier
What describes
as
me?
far as your music goes?
My music. Ooh, I want to say eclectic. I try to think of my sound as eclectic because I'm still like like
Unique,
like
different,
unique,
one of
different.
one. Yeah. This nigga funny as shit. I hate this.
No, you have to add. I mean, that's good because there's probably
okay.
people that are gonna watch it and be like, nah, but I'm glad you asked because then people might
Gonna use that shit.
right,
Yeah.
eclectic, like different, like you know what I mean,
I'm
like.
with it. Yeah.
But like,
This nigga gonna be on a fucking video conference call in the morning. Good morning, my eclectic people.
like a few, you know what I mean? Like the different, but like, yeah, like a bunch of different sounds in a sense. Like I'm trying to develop that, but I mean, it's good that you asked because people could tune in and be like, "What does that mean?" But no,
Webster it after.
Right.
I mean, I would like to say I'm R&B, but now it's like I'm incorporating the Spanish, so I want to try to like really develop that sound a little bit more. Yeah.
What do you feel more comfortable doing, the Spanish or the English?
Both. I really do love R&B, but I really want to dive into more like Spanish. I feel like the Latin market right now
It's crazy.
it's really great. It's booming. It really is. But,
International is always the way to go.
yeah. I think that's the market right now. But I still want to try to really keep that fusion together because I think it's important, like, because I love R&B, right? I grew up on that, like, you know, that's my thing. But then also like doing the Spanish is very important to just
Para español.
to keep the culture alive.
It's
you know?
everything.
To keep the culture alive, for sure.
I love it. I had to like send a bunch of your music to one of my best friends. I'm like, what is she saying? Because I just couldn't catch it when she broke it down. I'm like, oh, that makes the song that much better.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. I just couldn't understand it. I gotta touch up on my Spanish.
So I think that's why I try to do more of the Spanish, just to keep that alive, you know, the culture.
It sounds really good too.
Thank you.
What's your favorite Spanish genre?
Spanish genre?
Bachata?
Which one's
that's a
the
tricky
1, 2,
Bing,
3,
bing, bing, bing.
One.
Yeah, that's bachata. That's bachata. I
That's
do love
my shit.
merengue. Like I love
Merengue is my shit.
like merengue típico or like clásico, like which is like the older, you know, kind of like
it's
the
a little
beginning.
faster pace.
And
it's the
faster
1-2.
pace. The
Yeah,
típico
I
is,
love that
man,
shit.
the
Like, I'm with
típico is
that.
dope.
That's the
Yeah,
shit.
I love the
Dogs.
típico. The
It's a
instruments.
cardio workout.
I mean,
Yeah, it really is.
It is a cardio workout.
Omega is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Is he out? Is he free?
I don't
Omega
know.
free?
He is. Is that he is?
All right, look, that's my nigga. Yo, wow. So what's next for Biajavier?
What's next? Definitely putting more music out, you know. I want to start filming a little bit more. I got to bring back a lot of the things that I used to do. So a lot of like, I used to do the acoustic covers in my car. So like I would just get one of my friends like, yo, you're playing guitar? Let's get in my car and just like, you know, do music. So definitely doing more of that, more shows. So I got some stuff coming up too, which I'm excited about.
Baby shower.
Baby shower. Ooh.
We invited.
Lit. Y'all gotta pull up. I mean, it's in Lawrence, but
Don't buy
it's gonna be fun.
don't buy no newborn size diapers. That's the dumbest size of all time.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's
nah,
the
but it's gonna be. I'm excited
stupidest
for that.
shit
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. It's
Size
gonna be dope.
3, please.
Size 3.
Three and
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Noted.
Come on, my nigga.
Noted.
We better get an invite.
Yeah.
Come on,
Y'all need
look,
to,
listen
and
to me.
will y'all pull up to Lawrence is the question.
I'm gonna pull it. I love Lawrence.
He said, I don't know.
You gonna drive?
Nigga, I will spin.
As long as
You
you
could
drive
actually
fast.
pick us up.
He
on
got
the way.
spin. He said, I'll spin the
Go
block.
in, go out. We in and out.
Yo,
I mean?
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
that'll
with
be
that.
Fun. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be a good time. There's a lot of exciting things coming up. Yeah.
You have anything before we kind of bring us in for a landing?
No, this was great. I just
Yeah,
want to
dope
like hurry up
vibes.
and go listen to more music.
Yes.
What I want to do. Are you gonna freestyle for us?
Oh, and that
Is that gonna happen?
I might. I think so.
Red
I want to.
another
Oh,
Red
shit.
Cups and R&B. This
Red
would be
Cups
like my
R&B.
first Red Cups and
It'll
R&B.
be hard.
Yeah.
Lisa
I'ma
Bello
see-
did one.
No, but you know what, yo,
Lisa Bello
Lisa and
killed
I would get up all the time, like to film stuff, and she could actually freestyle. Like I'd be like,
Nah,
damn,
Lisa
she be
gave
going
us,
in.
Lisa honestly gave us the best freestyle.
Nah, she's a
honestly, because
beast.
she took like
Parts
shit
of
that
the
we
episode.
took from the interview.
Yeah, and
put it
talked
in her
about. That's what I'm
freestyle.
saying. Like
So I
she
was
could really freestyle.
Nah, she's
Yeah.
really on.
Like
it.
me,
super
I'm more of
Yeah.
like I could do riffs here and there. I could improv, but like
Yeah,
off
your
the top,
riffs and
I'm
your
like,
runs are crazy.
I'm like, oh my god.
I just
Okay,
got one question.
Give me a
before we
second.
go.
Oh yeah, Cash always has the ending question.
That's it. Y'all ain't got nothing else.
I want to see if we're gonna get into the Red Cups and R&B.
Anything else? No. Cash, go ahead. Let it go.
Let it rip.
Yes.
Choose what the future brings.
Choose what the future brings.
When you hear that, what you
I love that. First, I love that.
Word.
Choose what the future brings. I just immediately think of life is about choices. So I feel like that's going to dictate whatever choices you make. That'll dictate the outcome of your life. So I feel like those they coincide.
I love that.
like
smoke that.
I like
Love
that.
that. That's like one of the best
It is
answers
about
I've heard.
choice. I like
Yeah,
that.
everything is a choice
It
you
is. It
make.
really is about choice.
Everybody's always talking about being focused and,
Right.
and this and intentions and that, but it's about the choice in the moment that
Yeah.
will contribute to the
love
future.
that.
Absolutely. Make or break
Yeah.
you for real. So, yeah.
I love it.
All right. This was fun.
This was good.
great.
This was good.
Beautiful energy.
Yeah, I like
Thank
it.
you.
I just want to rub on like your belly.
I just want to hug you, yo. I
Do
like
it.
that ass,
Yes, I love the vibe.
Hope I get some of those vibes. Like I'm trying to manifest
Good
twins
energy.
next time. Like I
Yes.
just want
right?
to.
She wants mad children.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope. Twins. Wow.
I want twins
Fire.
next time, so I just need to rub on the belly.
Yes.
Two of them little niggas, man, at the same damn time. now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He said, I don't know about that.
Wild, though.
Last
That's
pregnancy
a
was a
wild
breeze.
take.
I loved it.
Wow.
Yeah, all right,
Damn,
man.
that's dope.
But
My head hurt.
this was amazing. This is CWTFB Radio. We had Biajavier in the building.
Yes.
Lawrence's own.
Yes.
Super talented, super dope
Thank you.
conversation. I appreciate you. You're welcome back here any motherfucking time. We love you for
Anytime.
real.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all for real.
Damn right.
I am Charlie MaSheen. She is Shanelle Shante. That is KASH. No motherfucking money, but I don't know. He's wearing an expensive outfit today.
Sweet suit.
Yeah.
Sweet suit Poppy. You feel me? A sweet suit. Yeah, right?
We are Black Culture Through Music. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Break up the R&B.
Oh, maybe. I'm thinking, I'm like, huh.